As we enter 2019, it is uniquely unlike any prior year. For one, it is the first time we start a new year as a stateless society. I know. The better word may be federalist society. But I am sure you know what I mean. And although we have not noticed the first crop circle sighting, I suddenly realized the puzzle we failed to decode throughout the 2018 crop circle season. What the F was about. The first F appeared in Hoven on June 9, 2018. Believe it or not, our team visited the site, felt and touched the formation. We were so happy to find the crop circle, as we don't speak Dutch nor knew where the crop circle was. But we were fortunate to find what we were looking for. We thought maybe F meant France will win in the World Cup, and it did. But is that really what the message was about? We don't know, but the next crop circle with the letter F appeared soon after on June 30, 2018 in Sutton Hall, Essex. This time, it showed not only the F, but also a dot with a J on the other side. 15 days later, France did win the World Cup, but I did not feel the crop message was decoded. What was the J about? There was also an S not far. Plus, there seemed to be a head in a large three-layer circle. Was someone a target of some attack? Then on July 22nd, just 3 weeks after the last F crop circle appeared, another complicated formation appeared very close to the June 30 formation. This time, it showed two Fs and a mirrored image of an F. And it also showed a J. We made a few speculations on what this crop circle may mean. By the time this crop circle appeared, France already had won the World Cup. So it should be about something else. And what is that J again? Although we still don't know if we guessed it right, one thing we are pretty sure we got was the clock here. We said it then and we will say it now. It is a clock. And not just any clock. It is a Doomsday Clock. Why do we say that? Well, it is next to a flower of life, but seemed also above hell's burning flame. Then Florence said America, so I thought maybe it is a warning about Florence. But Florence was not as devastating as the 2017 storms. Why do crop circles keep on sending non-emergency messages like that? And I finally got my answers last month. When I learned about the Yellow Jacket movement, I thought that maybe what the F and J may mean. But is Yellow Jacket really a big deal that crop circle makers would send 3 messages to warn us? So I decided to check Yellow Jacket in the Book of Prophecy, and what I found almost took my last breath out of me. In Century 3, Quatrain 92, quote, "The word near the last period. Saturn will come back again late. Empire transferred towards the dusky nation. The eye plucked out by the Goshawk at Narbonne." And the next quatrain reads in Century 3, Quatrain 92, quote, "In Avignon, the chief of the whole empire will make a stop on the way to desolated Paris. Tricas will hold the anger of Hannibal. Lyons will be poorly consoled for the change." Yellow Jacket protests are unfortunate, but we have seen worse. However, although no one can be sure what Nostradamus is talking about, I think we can say with 90% certainty that these 2 quatrains are about the Yellow Jacket movement. Why? Not only the protest started in Narbonne, Avignon has been a center for major protest. Paris is now desolated and Lyons is also consoled for this change. But also the use of tricas, seem to describe how French people cast their votes for the third time for President Macron. You see, Macron was in a four-way tie during his first run for president in the 2017 elections. He won in the second round. And now the French people have cast their vote of non-confidence through the Yellow Jacket protest. And for people who feel this quatrain is about the 1789 French Revolution, let me tell you why you are wrong. During the French Revolution, Narbonne supported Louis XVI, while Léon revolted against the revolution. And Avignon was not even a French territory until 1791. And with confirmation in these two Yellow Jacket quatrains, it has brought us a huge problem. The quatrains started with, quote, "The world is at its last period." You may disagree because the French may call it vest jacket, but they spell jacket with a G, gilet. So the crop should show a G instead of a J. Well, I hate to disappoint our French viewers, but in Dutch, jacket is jas. So the Hoven one showed J, and the other two are in England, so they used J instead of G. So this crop circle kind of confirmed our worry that the J started the Doomsday Clock. But what does the crop circle mean? I will share with you what I have found, but we can only guess as nothing is set in stone. These crops were found in wheat fields that had most likely already been harvested. Let's start from the top right. The first dot looked like a moving wheel, and the next one looked even more like a moving wheel. And these little dots look like the pollution cars emit. Now, the French government decided to put a stop to it, at least to reduce it, from these mini dots to this dot. But the plan to roll forward hit roadblocks. People on the other side, the people who can't afford the high tax or electrical cars, decided to riot against the government. Look, does this look like the plug for the electrical car? So France is split in half, with both sides seriously hurt and laying flat on the ground. The Yellow Jacket movement started the Doomsday Clock, and our only way out is through the birth from the flower of life. I know I can stretch, but if only I could do yoga with words, then I would be a master. But I did feel when I first saw this crop circle that it contained a Doomsday Clock, and my recent research confirmed my fears. However, I think I was here to share the message with you so you can enjoy life and love others. I don't think Doomsday will kill everyone in one blow, but I do believe tough times are ahead of us, and we need to be strong and prepared. This is Ken Peters. Thank you for watching.